Hello, everybody. Welcome to RISEUP Voices from the Frontlines, and I'm Krista Fee. Today's episode hits home for so many of us in trauma-impacted relationships. It's called Love Me, Don't Manage Me, because too often what we call love is actually control. And what we really crave isn't perfection, it's emotional safety. So let's talk about emotional labor. Trauma responses disguised as caretaking and what real relational safety looks like. The emotional landmine. If you've ever said, I just want peace, but found yourself walking on eggshells, chances are you've been managing, not loving. When we've experienced trauma, especially attachment traumas, control often feels safer than connection. We don't mean to control our partners, but we might micromanage their moods, preempt their reactions, or shapeshift to avoid conflict. It's not because we're manipulative, it's because our nervous system is trying to protect us. But over time, this emotional labor erodes intimacy. It says, I don't trust you to meet me, so I'll do the work for both of us. The neuroscience of control versus safety. Let's get into the brain for a moment because you guys know that I'm a neuroscience geek. When your amygdala perceives emotional risk, like being criticized, rejected, or abandoned, it can override your prefrontal cortex, the part that regulates logic and empathy. You might default to fight, criticize, control, or escalate, flight, avoid, withdraw, or overwork, freeze, go numb, or shut down, or fawn, go into your people-pleasing, managing, and self-abandon phase. In trauma-affected relationships, these responses are not about the other person. They're old survival strategies trying to keep you safe. And here's the thing. They sabotage the very safety that we long for. So, emotional labor and invisible work. Emotional labor is the unpaid, unseen work of managing emotions, yours and everyone else's. In many relationships, one partner becomes the emotional anchor and the conflict buffer. They de-escalate arguments, track everyone's needs, and anticipate emotional blow-ups before they happen. It's exhausting. And when one person carries all the emotional responsibility, it creates resentment and disconnection. This isn't about blame, it's about balance. Safety isn't created by managing, it's created by meeting. So, how to shift from control to connection? Here are some ways I invite you to explore when you notice yourself trying to fix or manage in your relationship, along with examples of what it might feel like the first time you try them. Check your nervous system before your partner's behavior. Ask, what's happening in me right now? What am I afraid of? Example, you notice your partner's quiet and your heart starts racing. You begin mentally spiraling. Are they mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Instead of reacting, place a hand on your chest, take a few slow breaths, and name the feeling. I feel anxious when I can't read their emotions. Just naming it reduces the urgency to fix it. Back to that IFS, which I love. Name the part of you that's stepping in. Is your hypervigilant protector, your people pleaser? Get curious. You catch yourself scanning the room, anticipating what they need before they ask. Pause and say to yourself, oh, that's my fixer showing up again. She thinks if I meet every need, I won't be abandoned. Invite that part to step back while your grounded self takes the lead. Use co-regulation instead of control. Instead of trying to get your partner to change their tone, try offering calm. Example, your partner comes home agitated. You feel the tension rise. Instead of saying, can you not take that out on me? You take a breath, soften your voice, and say, rough day. I'm here if you want to talk. No pressure. You stay in your body and grounded. How about share from vulnerability, not strategy? I feel overwhelmed and scared when I can't read you is very different than why are you so cold to me? Example, You want to yell, "What's your problem?" Instead, you pause, sit down, and say, "When you pull away like that, a part of me feels like I'm being left again, and it hurts." You might cry. They might not know what to say, but the wall starts to come down. Allow space for discomfort. Intimacy isn't conflict free, it's repair ready. Let things be imperfect and still safe. Example: you share a truth and your partner doesn't respond how you hoped. You resist the urge to shut down or re explain. You breathe, stay open, and let the moment unfold. The old part of you screams, "Fix it!" But the new part said, "Let's trust the space." These are small revolutions. They may feel awkward at first, even terrifying, but they're also liberating. You're not here to perform love, you're here to experience it. I invite you to reflect on this. Have you been loving or managing? Have you been protecting or connecting? There's nothing wrong with you if you've used control to stay safe. That part of you is brilliant. But now it may be time to give your protector a new role. If you want to explore this more deeply, join our Relationship Reset program, where we unpack these patterns and build safer, more honest connections. And if you'd like to support our work with our 501c3 organization, bringing trauma-informed healing to the front lines, we're raising $50,000 to equip our crisis pods across Texas and Chicago. Share this episode or donate at battle2be.org, BATTLE2be.org. Tag us with your takeaways at hashtag RiseUpVoices, hashtag Relationship Reset, or hashtag Love Not Labor.